Hello everybody and welcome to some more RWBY content. So this is the Weiss character trailer. Did I spell Weiss wrong? No, I didn't. Okay. For some reason my brain thought that I spelled wrong. Anyway, this is the Weiss character short. If you remember back before Volume 4, near the start of Volume 4, we had the Ruby Rose kind of character short, Volume 4 teaser, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. It was basically Ruby Rose going ham on some Grimm and that kind of thing. So this is the Volume 5 Weiss character short. So this is all about Weiss, and I'm expecting big things, seeing how character shorts are basically like full-fledged, just like fight scenes, basically. Like if you think about the original red trailer or the original white trailer in black and yellow, they're all just epic freaking fights and everything. And these trailers are the new engine, like new everything kind of fight sequences and everything. So super pumped for this. So without further ado, let's watch this, shall we? Here we go.
It starts with the unexpected loss.
Oh damn. Where's this at? Is this up an Atlas? God, animation's so good.
That comforted and cradled just disappears.
I'm hoping for summoning. I'm hoping for summoning stuff.
And in its place there's nothing, just an
Whoa!
empty
Is that her doing that, or is that like...
the way is
Seems like she's here to fight. Ooh, wait a second. Is this Winter? Is Winter like testing her? Because these are not like Grimm. These are like Winter Grimm. Winter's like, you know, summoning Grimm. That Winter can summon. Yeah. And I'm guessing this is like Winter, like helping her train kind of thing. This is a cool song too. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Melting the all the ice. Oh, they're back. So okay, it's either Winter doing this or potentially Weiss's mom. Weiss and Winter's mom. That's what I'm guessing. Damn. The quick jabs. Jesus. This is a lot of freaking like training here. Jesus. They just tossed it. That's really good. Damn. Nice. What the heck is that? Just ice? Maybe? I was thinking maybe like a worm, like kind of like Grimm going out like in the ground. Summon. Summon the Guardian. Come on, summon the Guardian. It is Winter, okay. Also, we never got to see her in this new animation style, so this is gonna be cool. If we do get to see her.
I'm not always going to be around to save you, Weiss.
Yeah, so it was a training session.
Sorry. I'll get better.
Sorry, it's really low. I'll turn this up again.
You'll have to if you ever want to leave.
Mirror. Is this before they or she went off to the other kingdom? Oh, so she's dreaming maybe like past training session kind of thing. That's it? Alright. That was awesome. Super, super freaking awesome. Yeah, so October 14th is the date for Volume 5, which is really, really cool. A lot of people were on my my update video, basically, when I was talking about this trailer coming out, whatever. At the time, I didn't know the release date. Well, if I did know, I forgot at that moment. Anyways, people are saying it was released at, or it was told at the RTX panel. So I just want to kind of brief everybody on that. I did not watch any RTX stuff yet. Once Volume 5, Episode 1 comes out, basically, then I'll go and watch the RTX stuff. Just for like minor kind of spoilers. I do want to kind of go in a little bit more blind than I usually have in the past. In the past, I've always gone into the episodes like seeing everything and like looking at the fan art and like all this kind of like, not fan art, but like concept art of like all these different kind of things, and like, you know, like looking into every little tiny detail of the show. And that's not a bad thing. That's like a really good thing. But this time around, I do kind of want to just go in blind and not know as much as I usually would have if I were to see the RTX panel and, you know, have everyone talk about it, and like people doing the Q&As and everything for Volume 5. So that's the reason why I'm not watching the RTX panel just yet. I will watch it. Don't worry. I will watch it, but I'm not gonna watch it just yet. I'm gonna wait for the first episode to come out, because they usually hint at things for the first episode, typically maybe vague kind of plot stuff, but yeah. Ultimately, hold on. I want to jump back and listen to that conversation they had at the very beginning, because I know it was very quiet for you guys. So it was just Winter saying like, not gonna be there for you kind of thing, but I just want to hear it again. Yeah, I think this is Atlas.
I'm not always going to be around to save you, Weiss.
I'm sorry. I'll get better.
The animation's a lot better than Volume 4.
You'll have to if
Seems
you
way
want to leave.
Seems way smoother. Yeah. Super freaking cool. Loved it. That was great. It was really cool to see kind of effectively what the White trailer was all about, right? Like the very first White trailer before Season 1. That was all about Weiss doing a royal test with her dad, basically, to prove that she can do what she wants, kind of thing. Leave the kingdom and go do what she wants to do. She wanted to go to Beacon, outside the kingdom, outside of Atlas, kind of thing, and, you know, train there, kind of thing. Obviously, Weiss's dad did not want her to do that, so he came out with like kind of like an ultimatum kind of deal, test kind of thing, the royal test. Fight this, you know, guardian to the best of your ability, basically. If you win, you get to go. If you lose, you stay. Kind of, that's like the vague kind of rule set, I believe, that was set forth for the test. She won, and she was able to go to Beacon, kind of thing. This was like kind of sort of a callback in a way. I mean, the Guardian wasn't a summon per se. If you read the manga for the RWBY stuff, Japanese like adaptation of it, whatever like that. It was hinted at that the Guardian itself was actually a Geist that was controlling a suit of armor, basically. So the White trailer was basically fighting a Grim that was inside of a suit of armor that the wife was fighting, basically. This is sort of in the same vein of like a test, really, but like it was just kind of proving to Winter, you know, whatever, just either sparring with Winter, testing her abilities, teaching her lesson, maybe, that sort of like thing I can gesture from just this watching this once. Like Winter just summoning all these Grims. I really was wondering about the like let's see which part was it? This part here. This like bit in like the snow. I was thinking maybe it was sort of like a worm, like a grim worm kind of thing, but it looks just like ice, just like a line of snow or kind of like that. I don't know, but ultimately it was basically Beowulfs. I don't think it ever differed from Beowulfs. They're not even alphas either. They're just normal kind of Beowulfs and everything like that. So I'm really wondering, because the one thing I would love to see from the Schnee sisters is I would love to see different Grim types besides like the Beowulf and everything. Like I'm sure Winter has seen some crazy freaking Grim in her time, as like this kind of specialist of the Atlas military, and Weiss kind of had a hand at killing a Nevermore. That's kind of up in the air if she actually has gained control of that. Because she never dealt the finishing blow to it. That's kind of like the debate of like the RWBY world is if Weiss can actually summon a Nevermore. The big one that RWBY cut off its head in the first season, or the first volume. So that's kind of like the big debate if she can summon that one because she had a hand in like defeating it, but not like hand. But yeah, the Borbotusk definitely. She's fought Beowulfs, many Beowulfs. I think she's defeated Creeps. I don't think we ever seen her defeat King Taijutsu. Obviously not a Goliath. No one's defeated a Goliath of my knowledge, not on camera, anyways. So yeah, I just like Weiss has kind of in the surrounding area of Vale and everything, pretty common Grim basically. So Winter's kind of been out and as a specialist for a while in different kingdoms and everything. So I'm assuming she's seen a lot of cool different kind of Grim types that we haven't seen, because we've barely scratched the surface on like land kind of thing. And I'm guessing as the further out you go, or like the other ways you go in the world, to be more grim, that kind of thing. Like the water dragon that the water dragon that Blake fought, that kind of thing, or the Nicolave that Team Ranger fought. Trying to think, the Geist that Team Ranger fought at the beginning of Volume 4. That kind of thing, like all these kind of like different Grim types that weren't around in Vale, because Vale was more so like a hardcore defended city and everything. It's in my thoughts on the whole subject is I think it's because most different kind of Grim types kind of follow the same logic as the Goliath do. The Goliath know that if they attack the kingdoms, they'll fail, and more humans will come and wipe them out or whatever. So I think that's what the other Grim types are kind of staying away from the kingdoms as far as for. Like the sea serpent only tracks in the water or air, whatever it wants to do. The Geist is kind of just hanging around in the forest, it looks like, and kind of they were saying like there's a plague in the village every once in a while. And then the Nicolave just destroys villages, just like walks through and destroys, like eliminates villages as they're walking kind of thing over the years kind of thing. Out in the forest somewhere. There's one of them. There's one Nicolave that we know of anyways. Oh god, there's multiple. That'd be crazy. But yeah, there's one Nicolave kind of like in the forest, just like destroying villages over the course of many years and everything. And keeping trophies and all that kind of thing of its conquest. So it makes sense that all these kind of different powerful Grim types that we've seen, like the Geist and the Water Dragon, that kind of thing, they're super skilled in the way of not skilled. They're very knowledgeable. They want to not die basically. They know they're like the Goliaths in a way. Like the Goliaths always remember, like if they attack the kingdom, they will fall kind of thing. So I feel like most of the special Grims, if you want to call them that, all kind of have that same kind of mindset. How like they know if they do that, they'll die. The Beowulfs, on the other hand, are more so kind of like the newborn kind of Grims. Obviously the alphas are the ones that are like the older ones. Um, the bigger kind of evolved versions of each kind of Grim are of course the older ones. But the Borbotesques, the Beowulfs, the Creeps, that kind of thing. They're so kind of young and new that they don't know about the kingdom's defenses and everything. They just attacking humans kind of thing. So it's gonna be really cool, and I would love to see Winter and Weiss summon some epic freaking like Grim types. It's gonna be super cool to see that. I would love a point where like for example Winter, right, just pulls out a summon out of nowhere kind of thing to help out a fight, and it's a Grim we've never seen before. I would love that. That would be such a great freaking reveal, like for a new Grim type kind of thing. If Winter summons it, because like it's like one of those. If it's like for example some kind of Dragon Grim or something like that, right? Like obviously it probably won't be a Dragon Grim, but it would be super freaking cool. Like it's like this kind of big Grim Dragon that she fought like a couple years back or whatever, that she fought and killed herself, and she kind of gained the soul of that Grim kind of thing, and she's able to summon it. I would love for that reveal, like right, like she's like on the edge of death or whatever, or defeat, I should say, and she just needs to pull something out to like win, and then she just kind of like puts her sword down or whatever, stabs it in the ground, and just summons her for a second, and then just behind her, just like a giant like summon dragon just like appears and just kind of like just sits there and just like goes off and attacks kind of thing. I would love some kind of big reveal like that for like a new Grim type that we have never seen or been hinted at or whatever like that. I would love that. Obviously there's like different lore that are like different mythological creatures they can go down for the RWBY team to like kind of delve into. Tons of creatures from all sorts of mythos and like legends and all that kind of thing. So it's going to be really cool to see what Volume 5 has in store for us. This doesn't really hint at anything other than the fact that between 4 and 5, Weiss is still traveling to Haven and everything. And we saw at the very end, right here at the very end of the episode, she's still on the ship. Basically, she's on the transport ship that was taking her away from Atlas. So we're still kind of on the same timeline. We're not skipping ahead or anything like that I know of. So we're on the same kind of little bit. We're just like between cities basically. For Weiss anyways. Blake is gonna probably stay at her place with her parents and everything and deal with the Wei Fang. I'm sure her dad has like contacts he can deal with or talk to or whatever like that. It's going to be awesome to see what happens. Obviously, I would assume, or not obviously, but my guess is Adam might show up to take the White Fang for himself, and Blake has to kind of fight him for it, kind of thing. So it's kind of in a way like a three-party battle, right? Like the original, or like that's not the original, the actual White Fang, and then there's the Adam White Fang, and then the Blake that wants to conquer the current White Fang to go back to the way it used to be. So the original White Fang, the updated White Fang with like the kind of 3 lines like slash White Fang, and then Adam's version of the White Fang, kind of thing, like following Salem's like agendas or whatever like that. So it's gonna be awesome to see what happens in Volume 5. I'm super stoked. And I'm wondering if we are going to get, since it's still like so far away, like Volume 5, it's surprising that they come out with this trailer now, because like with the Volume 4 short, with Ruby Rose, like going through the town of Grimm and fighting the oh god, what do they call it? I can't remember. I cannot remember the Gorilla Grimm. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. So yeah, she was fighting that one. That was a cool reveal too for a Grimm too as well. But it's interesting that they release this now and not, you know, in October or whatever like that, or like, you know, the month before kind of thing, leading up to Volume 5. So it's really interesting to have this come out now, and it makes me wonder if we're going to get a Blake character short and a Yang character short, before Volume 5 hits, kind of like the things that they're doing between seasons, or like on the way, you know, to Haven or whatever like that, because they're all kind of in a way converging to Haven, except for Blake. Blake's kind of like on her own, you know, she's on her island kind of thing with all the faunas and everything, going to fight the White Fang kind of thing. Yang's following Ruby. Weiss is going to Haven for winter kind of thing. They're all kind of converging, or yeah, Ruby's already there at Haven basically. I'm not at Haven, but like they're in the kingdom. So they're all kind of converging into one spot. So it's gonna, if they are gonna have like a Blake character short and a Yang character short, it'll probably be like Yang fighting some Grimm along the way of with their bike and everything. Blake maybe fighting against some White Fang or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. It's like maybe flashbacks, stuff like that. I don't know. Flashback fighting, because like I said, all the character shorts have always been fighting scenes, right? Like they've always been like combat scenes, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome to see what happens in Volume 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Super freaking pumped for Volume 5, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next reaction. If there is gonna be another character short in due time, I will for sure react to it and upload it immediately. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next reaction. Take care, everybody.